We are going to have a very quick tour through our research portfolio, but I'll introduce it very quickly, the Institute as a whole. In the Research Institute for the Environment and Livelihoods, which sits within the School of Environment, which in turn sits within the Faculty of Engineering, Health Science and the Environment, led by Professor Sue Carthew. We have 50 academics, 17 of whom are early career researchers, supported by 5 very hard-working admin staff and 9 technical and field staff. We have 90 honorary associate colleagues, several of whom are in the audience, I'm delighted to say, and our target was 100, and we do have about 10 in the pipeline, which is great. About 75 PhD and Masters by research students, of whom 2/3 are domestic and 1/3 from overseas. And I should say that this, just by way of introduction for this event, that it started out as an internal show and tell so that we all knew what everyone else was doing. And then a number of people in the university said to me, do you mind if I sit in on that event? And so it's grown slightly from its original intent, but it's still essentially about us sharing with each other what we're doing. In terms of research rankings, you can see that in the past the university scored well. We hope that that continues in the next round of ERA. I don't expect you to get across the detail of this spaghetti diagram, but it's incredibly important. Each of those yellow oval things is a collaborative research initiative, a significant, most of them with multi-year budgets in the millions of dollars. I can give you a glossary with all the acronyms for those who want them. Our university partners are in these pinkish boxes. The Commonwealth funding agencies are in these hexagons. The NT government agencies are in the green, NT Queensland and WA government. Our Indigenous partners are in the aqua. And so you can see that we're involved in what sometimes seems to be a bewildering array of research collaborations. The vast majority of our research is collaborative. So in this part of the world, we're spread very thin. It's really important that we share resources with our partners and that we work together on very big, challenging questions. And so that's everything that you see today. Much of it is done in collaboration with partners who are represented in this room: CSIRO, AIMS, NT government, other universities from around Australia working in this part of the world, and our Indigenous partners, in particular NAILSMA and the Aboriginal Research Practitioners Network. Our revenue bounces around, but it's been steadily increasing, and 2014 was a record year of revenue of a bit over $10 million, and a substantial amount of Category 1 funding, which is national competitive grants. Our publications have been tracking upwards. We bounce around at around the same level as Menzies in terms of weighted publication points, so that's higher education research data collection points. The actual number of publications is in our case, and I think in Menzies' case, substantially greater than the number of points. So we had more than 200 publications last year and 170 odd in 2014, and yet that translates into well under 100 points. Our output per researcher has broadly doubled over the last few years, and our higher degree enrolments and completions of trending upwards, but we would like them to be significantly higher. This is a fantastic part of the world to come and do an environmental science PhD. We have about 12 research groups that you're going to hear from in the next little while in 5 broad themes. So I'd encourage you to take notes of the stuff that absolutely fascinates you, and take note in particular of the people presenting, so that you can chase them up at your leisure, both internally and externally. And I'd like to kick it off with Professor Michael Douglas, talking about a bunch of big research collaborations through TRAC, NERP and NESP. You better explain what they stand for, Doug.